Hey guys, it's Magpie Plays. This is Meg. Duh. And we are going to play some more Ace Attorney investigations. I mentioned after the first one that I'd probably be making these about an hour long. Not a little more, just to make sure we can actually get stuff done. Because there will be a lot of reading. I might not read everything, but we're going to read as much as we possibly can to get the point across. Or until my voice gives out. Edgeworth. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. And there must be some sort of flaw to his logic, waiting for me to dig out. Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you going to do? Edgeworth. What I always do in court, I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. Ooh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? Might as well. Alright. First I listen to the witness testimony. If I find a flaw... Okay. So it's exactly like Katie's right. Yeah. So you have your evidence, and you present it to make your point. But it's not like there's going to be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct. And at those times, I need to press the witness with Q. Yeah. Okay. It's exactly like Katie did. Then I can skip. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly. Num num num. Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed the theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it'll be by his final words that you will be brought to justice. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer. You can hear Jim's voice and he's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Gumshoe's the culprit. No, not in the slightest. Alright, let's find the flaw. Yeah, Gumshoe, he can barely handle the sight of blood, let alone kill somebody. I'm gonna press everything. You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. Why do you call it the victim Jim, when clearly his name is Buddy? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. What? Oh, Jacques and Jim. But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name. No, it's not. Besides, he's the third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim. Okay. Yeah, talks about him like he's his pet. You messed with the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead.
Hold it!
Do you really think it was necessary to disshuffle my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Okay, then maybe his real intent was theft. Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle. He eats 3 square meals. They're probably all ramen. I called it. Poor thing. What an evil prosecutor you were paired up with. And what a motive, no? I don't think so. That's when you move Jim's body. We're just gonna press everything. And why would Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. Anyway. Oops, I skipped one.
Hold it!
Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? I don't think the body was hiding it though. There were binders missing, yeah? Excuse me. I can't say I disagree with him on that point. Why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth? Aww. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it with evidence. Ah! Hold on. E. Okay. Stolen by the culprit, but they're upside down. Okay.
Objection!
Yeah. Got a little trophy there. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem, I'm game. I can't help but find it odd. Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. That sounded weird. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible. What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing. The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines. No, they could not have taken it before it was written. Missing letters in the detective's names where the file should be is proof. Yeah, I mean, the S is gone and there's only half an H. If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written on blood on the files. And he can't stand the sight of blood, so there you go. What does that mean, exactly? Oh my gosh, it makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's low. I can't believe a criminal tried to pin that on me. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman? Yeah, I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. Meh, you win some and you lose some. That's how life goes. Glad everyone's so cheery even though I feel more dead than alive. But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up, however. What is it? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. Gumshoe. Why you pop collar everything? And I acknowledge your innocence. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? What are you doing, dude? Well, I was thinking, did you know there's one other person with a key to this office? One other person? Hey, you there. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? Lovely young lady? Who? Who possibly could that be? A lady? The girl's a member of this building's security. Think of her as material witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't. What's wrong with him all of a sudden? What? Is it Maggie? From the Phoenix Wright games? It is Maggie! She is awesome. I miss her so much. I got so loud my cat just like woke up and started staring at me. Detective Gumshoe, sir. Maggie! Hey, Maggie's boyfriend died and there was a whole thing. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight. I see, and your point is? The point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in the building. There's a master key. Yeah, if it's not Gumshoe, it would have to be Maggie, but we're not going to pin this on Maggie again. How dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room. That's right, I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. Yeah, that's right. I did. What? Can we take that as a confession, detective? Well, no, but it wasn't Maggie either. So yeah, it was me. Please refrain from flying off the handle, detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, detective. He understands what I'm saying here. Stop with the jacket. That girl's the only one who could have committed the crime, for one simple reason. What? What for? Oh, dear baby Jesus. Pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. So you're saying she used the master key. Okay. That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during the rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time. I wonder if there was anyone else other than Ms. Bird who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Okay. I think he got tired of me chatting away. The cat just ran away.
Hold it!
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one person here at night. It's her. That's true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime. Why? Yes, moving on. I hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated. But you can't really trust her not to tell lies, plus I hate wasting time. Yes. We need to know her side of the story. If we don't, then we're missing information. I don't care, sir. I agree with Edgeworth. Discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir. Ooh. As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Ah, this is very important.
Objection!
I hate Portsman. I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden. Ha, likely story. And where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again. Usually, like, when people say, oh, I'm never late, or I never lose things, or I never forget things, there's always that, % chance that you will forget something eventually, and you will lose something eventually. So, putting yourself on a high horse like that, to me, it means absolutely nothing. Yeah, pal, trust me, you don't want to test just how bad her luck is. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree. What is her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? But why? For what purpose? Can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own. Our intent from the messed up shelves to the wiped down safe, I'd say thievery. Yeah. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then leaves only Mrs. Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable she was the one who faked the dying message.
Hold it!
Is there anyone in this district who hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe? Good point. He's a celebrity amongst prosecutors. Probably not in the good way. Yeah, but when you screw up so badly that you're literally chased off the force. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Of course not. That's hogwash. So I think it was this. No, it was the first one. Right? Hmm. It's the master key to every office in the building. Okay. Hmm. It sounded like he had something for that, though. On top of what she knows a good detective, doesn't she?
Hold it!
Oh wait, no, I just did that one. Shoot. Can I skip? No, I can't skip. Shoot.
No, I just did this one. I know.
Hold it!
Press on the last one. By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spell it Gumshoe. Figured that whoever wrote his name must have wanted to frame him. Just the act of choosing his name is proof enough that the two knew each other well. I would love to, but first we should listen a bit more and just digest what he is saying, and press him for more information. Okay, so I didn't get what I needed yet.
Hold it!
I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery, however, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and the safe...
Hold it!
I thought we had established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly. It was just a theory, one hypothesis among the many possibilities. I mean, I had my doubts about Miss Bird from the very beginning. What? If that's the case, then why didn't you mention her first? Now, don't make that face. Yeah. I don't think you're catching my drift. But we're in agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? If so, then I hope you'll understand when I say that since she is the only one who could have opened your office door, then leaves only Mrs. Bird as Miss Bird.
Hold it!
Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions? I'll have you know I've never made a spare, so what are you insinuating? Nothing. I guess I should have known better than to suggest that someone like you would. Huh. I disagree. It could mean that quote-unquote Jim was trying to steal.
Objection!
I don't know if that's the line of... It's not the line of thought. No, I failed. I am concentrating. But I couldn't present the profile. Ah! Yeah, I can't present him. Let's read through everything that we have in evidence, and maybe that'll help. Proof of my profession, however, I prefer to keep it in my pocket. Bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. The body was found at around 2:05. Issued to the victim and believed to be the murder weapon. Only one shot fired. Each prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know of them. Prints are wiped. One of the files that was written upon in blood was stolen by the culprit. To open every office door, it was stolen from the security office.
Objection!
No. Shoot. I need to just save. So not following. I am not all flustered. Okay, maybe a little. Options. Eh. Options. Save. Yes. It's not, though, if she's telling the truth. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door. But there's blood on his hand.
Objection!
Shoot. Oh, my line of thought is there's blood on his hands, so his fingers did it, not hers. Hurry up and present evidence. But I've pressed everything. I mean, do I just put the key here? It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck in here and getting the master key.
Objection!
No. Options. Load. Yes. Just so I don't lose any more life. Because there has to be something that I'm, like, missing.
Hold it!
Just revisiting this first one. Maybe I missed something in the text. Is it again that the name is upside down? Nope. Oh, come on. They made it sound like it's on the first one. I'm gonna press all these over again and then I'll be back. Huh. Maybe the gun?
Objection!
No. Shoot. Well, it would prove that quote-unquote Jim was in the office. Sorry, I have taffy. Back to the grindstone. Sheesh. Jeez, this is getting crazy. I've tried so many different things and I reloaded so many different times. Let me look at the evidence again. One more time. Our badge, which doesn't have anything to do with anything. Crime scene notes. Victim's revolver. Each prosecutor only has one in their office. Only they know of them. Huh. Oh, I did not mean to take a screenshot. Wait. So, if it was thievery, then the thief would have had to have been a prosecutor, because only prosecutors know that they have this, right? Fingers
Objection!
crossed. Yes. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something? That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe, the existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. Okay. That was tough. I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. He's not wrong. But yeah, I would agree with Edgy-Poo. Yeah, nothing else was ripped apart. Yeah, I didn't even know about that safe, pal. And that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Okay. Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Have to be. It's definitely looking more and more probable.
You sweating now, boy.
What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Curses, why? What made you? What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault. What? What do you mean? It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes. What did you just say? Your partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes. Then that means... Yeah, I know, I had only just told him too. Obviously it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it. Now he's claiming that Jim was the thief. Well, buddy. Miss Bird, no. You can't. No. No. I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession. What, that you're still accusing Maggie of the murder? Yes, no, I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? No, I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir. Plus, even if he was... Oh, now he's agreeing that it... Okay. That Jim stole the key. But why would they leave the key just hanging out on the counter by the window? Doesn't make any sense. Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? Don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. He has no honor. No, he does not. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out? This is my office. Exactly. Ah, but I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. Doesn't that seem... Doesn't that seem like a conflict of interest? Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit. We have no choice but to accommodate his request for now. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you has some sense. If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear? What a sleazebag. And it's funny because most of the time, I guess they show you who did it, and then you have to figure out how they did it, I guess, but what a skis. Okay. What is with that prosecutor? Please maintain your professionalism, detective. You can find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence, you see? You see? We've been kicked out of the crime scene. Yes. Oh, poor Maggie. Yeah, I think it might have been the second Phoenix Wright game. It was the first case, I think, where she had bought her boyfriend a yellow baseball mitt, and the killer thought it was a thing of bananas. Yeah, and then the important part is that master key. We need to prove that it was stolen. Alright, time to investigate. Oop. Wazd. Oop. That's not what I wanted. I don't think I have enough information for that. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Ooh, there is something there. Ah, it's the binder. Yes. There seem to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind. So what are these old files about, sir? Guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh? Not particularly, just a collection of court case files. However, cases within these files are not mine. Huh. Oh, his predecessor. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were. So that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right? Yeah, it seems so. Wonder why anyone would still care about such an old case from 10 years ago. I'm not gonna take it with me. Alright. Run, Edgy! Wait, so if I use Wazd, he just kinda walks around, but if I click, he runs! Basketball? Why is there a hoop in the... Wait, is Portsman's office next door to Edgeworth's? That's Mr. Portman's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. Not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway. Agreed. Oh god, it's Payne. Prosecutor Payne. What is a basketball hoop doing here? Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago? So when and why was it moved indoors? Don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it? I heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it up himself. Oh no, all the way to the 12th floor. Oh. Let's talk to this guy, because I do not want to talk to Payne. Looks like you're in quite a pinch, Mr. Edgeworth. To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. Okay, yeah, we must catch them. If you're lost or need some advice, my door is always open. Okay, that's very nice. Oh, that was Payne. Oh, I didn't want to talk to Payne. I wanted to talk to this guy. Ugh. Payne is such a scumbag. Is everything alright? Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds. Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway and this room. Oh, everything's okay, sir. Word of advice, stay focused on, or you may start to lose even more weight. Ooh, is that a threat? Edgepoo? Maggie? I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream. Oh no, it's not. A dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth. Alright. Let's just chit-chat. Have you ever met the victim before? Well, I've seen him a couple times before when I had to go to Portman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Portsman. Okay. Sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir. Oh, that's not really playing basketball, so... Miss Baggy Bird, I take it that you're an acquaintance with the detective. She was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day she got caught up in a murder and things started going downhill, so she quit. Yeah. but I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Aww. Until now. Yeah, you got caught up in this whole whirlwind of a case. Yeah, that sucks. Oh. Luck. She has terrible luck. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. And now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I've become a security guard. That's a lot to go through in one lifetime. Makes her just a strong girl, you know? I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck. Aww. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation. Of course she will. She's Miss Maggie Bird. So when did you discover that the master key was missing? By the time I realized it, it was around 1 a.m. It was back at around 2:30 a.m. Huh. I'm sure between those two times it was not just gone, but stolen. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place? I'm going to keep the key further inside the room, away from the window. Always, you say, except for this. She was careless, but she had her reasons. She was using it at the time. It's after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge. That's not good. Okay, where did she use the master key to? What did you mean by you used the master key? Open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key. Huh. Who? That's right, I just remembered the prosecutor who forgot his key was Mr. Portsman. What a coinky-dink. It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir. That's when you loaned the master key to him. No way, it's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. Ooh. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir. Wait, that basketball hoop seems a lot closer to Edgeworth's door? Is that Edgeworth's door? Huh. So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. I guess, no, it is on the right, it is on the proper side. Okay. I doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, Detective. And this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. Run! Run, Edgy, run! Room 1203, I take it that's Mr. Portman's office. Can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Well, that reminds me, Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly, but since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door. Ah. I mean, we know it was Portsman, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd. No, he wanted the files that came with the office. Door's locked tight. I bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the office of a high prosecutor, Detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar can get through them. So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. Okay. Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from? And the basketball hoop. It's his personal basketball hoop. Can't believe you put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office. It's actually pretty useful, sir. Why? How long have I had the same office and yet you still managed to get lost? Oh yeah. Plain old door. Ugh, pain. Think I got everything. Can I inspect my door? Ah, you can remove the plate. Although the idea that it can be so easily removed is... There's no signs of forced entry into my office. Huh. So I have a feeling they switched the numbers and the basketball hoop was moved over here. Oh. No, I don't have anything to check over there. Wait, does it say I'm missing something then? Seeing random stuff about the door being a strong, sturdy door. Okay. Alright, everything has been checked there. Got everything from Maggie. Can I talk to Gummy Shoe? Or can I leave this area? No, I cannot leave this area. Wait. There must be more under the bench. Just random stuff about a sofa. Wait, there's more to the sofa? I bet the thief's not under here. Okay, is that everything? Yeah, that's everything there. Huh. Oh, it's just about his weight again. Okay. Maggie, is there anything else that you can share with me? I'm just a lowly security guard, so I'm not sure what I should do other than... Ah, shoot. Not what I wanted. Okay, can't do that with anything else. I must be able to put some puzzle pieces together then. No. No, no, no. These two go together. Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story. What? No way, pal. I mean, sir. You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time. Wow, nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remembered. You're right. It was around that time that I realized the master key was missing. And, well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir. You pretended? Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir. So, in actuality, you never did relock the door then. Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly. Oh, but didn't it say it was locked? Didn't it say it was locked up tight? Door's locked tight, but the old critic. Oh yeah, see. Okay. There There's definitely more. No, these don't go. I want to talk to the other guy. No, I've talked to everyone there. I mean, I don't think those last two have a connection. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Yes, sir. Anything of interest? Detective Gumshoe, you look rather intrigued by something. Care to share? Yeah, we talked about Jim. For friendship or pity? I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe. Of course, sir. Examine everything and anything with space. Okay. And I think I got everything from out here, though. I keep double clicking when I need to just hit present. What's on here? Oh, wait. Sounds exactly like what Maggie said. Victim's gun, huh? It's the same model as mine. A tool used to protect lives, yet one that can also take lives away. Those who take a gun in hand wield a great responsibility. I hope you understand that. I don't really use my gun at all, sir. The only time I would use this baby is when I'm fighting a hot duel with a convict to look ultra cool. Alright. Wait, did this get updated? I had no idea you had one of these things. I mean, I thought I knew everything there was to know about you, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm just a lowly detective, so I'm not sure what I should do with that other than to arrest it. That's exactly what Maggie said. Okay, fine. Yeah, I know. I got you. I got you. Oh my god. Ah. Maggie. I've had to open Mr. Portsman's office up for him a number of times before. I've also had the chance to see the inside of his office on a number of occasions too. It's got shelves upon shelves of sports memorabilia, trophies, and awards in it. To the point where it's almost beyond gaudy, sir. But maybe I just feel that way because I'm jealous since I don't even have a single one. Okay. Consolation prizes. Oh, poor Maggie. That's not the reason why I... But okay. I already know how to talk to witnesses. Yeah, I know. Ace Investigator. I've been waiting for this. Let's a real season pro of instant noodle cuisine, perhaps. The area is too big, you can always use to take a look around. Oh, but don't worry, sir. The command will always show up when you need it. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That did not do what I thought it was going to do. Did I ever talk to him about the door? I tried. How am I stuck? Wait. Why can't I leave? Well, I'll save. Okay. I do have a walkthrough pulled up as, like, a just in case. Because I feel like I am extra lost. Wait, here. Deduce. No. Hold on. Yes. There we go. I didn't even need the walkthrough. Hello? Oh, I double clicked. Like, what? There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight? Are you sure you didn't lock this door? I'm certain of it, and I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't. Which means what, sir? Either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't the one at all, but a completely different one. She opened a different door, but how can you prove that? There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is... prints on the master key, prints on the door, prints on the number plate. Oh. What? Yes, I'm just kidding. Prints on the doorknob. There's no need for this belligerent nostril flaring detective. Portsman and Mr. Fate's prints on this doorknob. So only 2 people's prints were found on this doorknob, huh? That's pretty decisive. Because if Maggie would have tried to open the door... Maggie.
Take that!
Yeah. If she would have unlocked the door, then... Yeah. Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. Okay. We're getting somewhere. What have we here? Ooh, it's a piece of paper. What is this? Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Buddy. I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone. But it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later. Huh. Sports ball. Oh, I see something else. I just saw it. Get me out of this conversation. What's this? What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game? No. That's okay. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off. Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk. the middle of the prosecutor's office hallway. The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this. It's been moved. Yay! Yay! Full health, yay! Poking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely. In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case. You know who the killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The master behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsmouth. Well, we knew that, but we had to prove it. Suspected it was him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir. That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on Truth's door. And I am Truth. Alright, we will finish up this first case and start our next one next time. We're gonna have some more interrogations just from what I glanced at the walkthrough. I didn't actually read through it, but we're gonna have another interrogation back and forth. So we're gonna call it quits for now and maybe pick this up next time. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.